Hey everyone, Kathy here from Dirty Booty Soaps, and today is one of the last soaps I'm doing for the year. I want to try and get all my supplies reorganized so that I can do my year-ending inventory, so I'm kind of wrapping things up a little early. And I'm doing that with a soap that's going to need to sit on my shelves for a little while. It's a Bastille Rose Clay soap, and it's basically the same Bastille recipe that I use on my Rise and Shine bars. It's just with a different, with a fragrance oil instead of tea tree and peppermint. And then I'm also adding rose clay to these bars. So, if you don't know, Bastille, there's Bastille soap and Castile soap. I think we all know Castile is 100% olive oil soap. And usually that needs to sit for months and months and months on the curing rack to develop its good qualities. Real good for your skin. Bastille soaps are at least 70% olive oil. So 70% or more. And then if they're 100%, it's a Castile soap. My soap, and if you want, I will leave the percentages down below in the box, but get a pen and paper and I'll tell you my percentages here of what I've got in this soap. I have 75% olive oil. I have 15% shea butter, and this is the unrefined shea butter. And to help boost lather as it cures, it will develop a bar that gives you more bubbles. But I'm putting 10% castor oil in. So that's my ingredients. I am fragrancing this, not in essential oils today, but I'm using white tea and ginger fragrance from Brambleberry. I love the fragrance. It's really pretty. They describe it as a delightful, warm, and comforting smell with top notes of bergamot, lemon peels, green daylilies. This fragrance is brought back to its roots with a base of ginger, nutmeg, and warm musk. White floral notes such as hyacinth, freesia, and peony complete the mix. So that's their description of their white tea and ginger. Really light, really pretty fragrance. Also, okay, I'm adding the rose clay. Now, it says 2 teaspoons per pound of oils. So base your, however much you're using in oils, use the corresponding amount of the rose clay. Now, I have put my clay in this little glass Pyrex. I added my soaping oils to it, stirred it really good, and then I gave it a good blending with my little mini hand blender, just to make sure there was no little clumps left in here. This I'm going to add with my fragrance oil when I come to trace, a light trace here. For my molds today, I'm using these very heavy molds from Brambleberry in a heart shape. I have spritzed them with alcohol and then gave them a gentle dusting with very pretty gold mica. So just a dusting. I kind of want to give it a little lightly gilded look since they're a little Victorian heart. So I did that. I have 4 of these bigger molds, and in case I go beyond that with my recipe, I have some smaller guest size ones as well. So we're gonna get busy here and get my glasses on. So rose clay is very good for your skin as well. If I can get my screen up here, I'll tell you what rose clay does. It's a very mild clay. It's good for sensitive skin and mature skin, which I have pretty mature skin. It helps to reduce inflammation and remove dead skin cells, tighten pores, also helps remove toxins from your skin, and is a mild exfoliant. Reduces inflammation, increases circulation, and regenerates collagen. So it promotes new cell growth for your skin and regenerates elastin within the skin. So makes for a great face bar, I believe. So I'm going to add my water here now. I put my glasses down. And I'm hoping my bowl here is big enough and I won't go over. I think we'll be okay. Yeah. So I'm going to stick blend this and bring it to trace. It's just a very light trace. Anyway. My blender, I don't think anything's really in there. This base is fantastic. I know in my Rise and Shine bars, I couldn't ask for a better soap. And using it with one of my crocheted washcloths, it's just, you know, you have the exfoliation from the washcloth. And then the wonderful properties from the olive and shea butter. Olive oil and shea butter, I should say. Okay, so now I'm going to add my fragrance and my clay, and I'll give them a couple of good zhuzhes with the stick blender. A little bit of clay on the bottom, so I'm not gonna, it didn't get blended very well. Anyway, look at this color. It's a beautiful color. Making sure we're really well blended here. And this is going to stay pretty fluid because of the 75% olive oil. It's a very, you know, you got all your liquid oils in there. So anyway, we're going to get to pouring here. And these molds I should be able to move here. They're pretty rigid. Hopefully I don't make too much of a mess here. Gives a really nice pour since it is fluid. I'm going to do 2 trays, so if I move out of your range here, I apologize. Whoa, that one came out quick. Okay, so I'm just going to move these, try and move these trays gracefully so I can bring 2 more over. So I'll set these off to the side. One. Move this one. 2. Bring over my other ones. And another quick stir. For this amount of soap in my molds, like I said, I'm doing 4 of these large ones and whatever I go over. But I used 3.5 ounces of the white tea and ginger. Like I said, your fragrance or essential oils are going to depend on how big a batch you make. So, yeah, and we're going to get some small bars out of this. There. Oops. So I'm going to move these over to the side as well. Okay. This one over here. It's a good thing I have a lot of counter space. So I've got these little guest bars sizes. I bought these thinking I would make lotion bars in them as well, and I still may. They're, I don't know, they're a different proportion than the containers I have for my lotion bars, but anyway. Okay. And pretty much perfect for 4 extra little bars. So I really like these molds. When I did my test batch in these, I found, and just like with my Rise and Shine bars, because they're in the same kind of mold, that if I put them in into my freezer after they've cured for 24 hours, I put them into the freezer for just under an hour, and it makes unmolding them easier. I find that I can just turn them over and pop them right out. So I'm going to spritz all these and put them aside. I'm probably going to let these sit for until Sunday. Today's Friday. I'm going to let them sit till Sunday. I have a vendor show tomorrow, so I won't be home to do any videoing or anything. So anyway, like I said, I'll let them sit for 2 days instead of the 1 I usually do. And then we'll come back and we'll pop these out and we'll show you what they look like. So anyway, we'll be back and show you the beautiful bars of clay goodness when we return. Okay, we're back and ready to pop these out, and the only issue I have with this recipe and how it saponified is that I got a lot of soda ash compared to my Rise and Shine bars, so I think I might have to invest in a steamer. My little pot isn't quite cutting it for getting the ash off of these, but and you'll see when you see the back side. The front side, of course, looks awesome right now, but I imagine it will ash as well. But aren't these beautiful? They turned out awesome. But if the back side, you can see I've got the ash going on. And the front side's beautiful. I'm assuming this is going to ash as well now that it's exposed to the air. But I did do some, let's see Here's a little one. I took the little ones out of the mold, and I just finished kind of steaming these over some boiling water. But you can see I've got some ash going on there, but they're beautiful, beautiful soaps. I love the little gilded effect from my mica dusting of the molds. I thought that was really cute. And I did not put these in the freezer like I say I usually do. They seem to be popping out perfectly fine on their own after 2 days. These have sat in the mold for 2 days. And just give them some gentle pressure and pop them out. And they come out just gorgeous. I love this, a big bar. Now these of course haven't cured yet, but we'll weigh them in. About 5 ounces. I think they should all be pretty much, yeah. Some are just under, some are just over. I think it just depends on whether I filled it like to the rim, really above the rim. This is 5.5, so, and you can see it's a really thick bar. But like I said, they turned out awesome. I'm going to, I think, try and find a deal on a steamer. Just something I can do my soaps with. And then I'm going to steam these. This one's giving me a little trouble. I think we got it now. There we go. He's stuck a little bit. I don't know why. That'll be my bar. See, this one's being stubborn. Oh, that one's coming out. I've got one being stubborn, so I'll pop him in the freezer for a while because I don't want to break another one. But you couldn't ask for a more beautiful heart mold. Really, really gorgeous. I do love the design in the small ones, very cute. So we'll give you a close-up here. So there we go, those are big ones. Very pretty. Love the gilding. And then there's a big one and a little one side by side. So you can see there's not a lot of difference. Let's weigh the little one. So, you know, you're just over 3 ounces compared to, on average, you know, this one's just over 5. So, about a 2 ounce difference. Love them, love them, love them. And they smell wonderful. Anyway, I will have these listed on our Etsy store at the beginning of the year. These got to cure for a while, so, and then I'm going to test a bar after as well. So, but it's the same recipe as my Rise and Shine. There's not much to test, but except for the addition of the rose clay. So once again, I'll give you the percentages of what I used in this recipe. It was 75% olive oil, 15% shea butter, 10% castor oil, and what I didn't mention was the superfat. I superfatted these at 5%. So super moisturizing bars. I can't wait to try my rose clay. I'm super excited, and scented them in white tea and ginger. You can pick your own fragrances or essential oils and calculate your usage rate accordingly, according to your size of the batch. So, excuse me. Anyway, oh, what is he? Oh, that's just wet. That's just a leaf. Thanks for watching. I do appreciate it. This will probably be the last video for a while, guys, because I'm doing inventory, like I said, for the end of the year. And have to get all organized and everything, especially before we move. So I appreciate all of you. Give us a thumbs up if you like the video. Hit subscribe if you've never seen us before and want to see more. And check us out on Facebook and Instagram at Dirty Booty Soaps. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you later. Bye for now.